Hey guys, it's me Tristan, and today I'm gonna talk to you about Operation Squad World War II. As the name suggests, it's a squad-sized game. You basically control a squad of 8 to 11 or 12 men and hang around and do some awesome operations. There is a expansion to this rule set. It's called the vehicle expansion, where you can get some tanks and some small jeeps or something like that on the board. I haven't had the chance to read those rules, so I can't comment on that, but this game is played using some of these tokens. It's paper tokens and they come with the book. The book has lots of cool pictures. They have a pretty simple rules, special characteristics, and they have summary tables which you can cut out, and there's even this small story about German paratrooper. It's really fun. There are some rules for the weapons again, and you can see here I've cut out the tokens page. It's played on a 4 feet by 4 feet table. Usually it's 500 points, which is one squad. And you have all those different missions where you have main objectives, secondary objectives, and some extra points you can get. You have those army lists. In this book there are 3 for the US, British Army, the Soviet Army and the German Army. For example, on the Brits they have the Royal Fusiliers Rifle Squad. They cost less than all the other units, and they have a lower tactical value, so they're like recruits and younger guys. Then there's each army has the paratroopers, except Soviets, and finally a tough squad. In British Army it's called the Commando Squad. We have all the rules, how you gonna make up the squad, and usually the squads they start off with 11 guys, but you can add them or take away, so you can have medics, machine guns, mortars, snipers, and all sorts of that stuff. And here again are a few of the tokens. On their website they have lots more of the army lists. They even have partisan army lists. Now I'm going to show you some of my models. So here we have the first model. It's a spotter for a heavy machine gun team. What inspired me to do this video and showcase you my German Afrika Korps is Pete, actually, with his cool diorama of Ramke Brigade. There's a link to it at the end of the video and in the description bar, so if you want to check it out, please do. I use it usually as a sergeant and the squad leader, because squad leaders can have binoculars, and these are pretty good when you want to spot enemies. Here's the heavy MG42 team. Actually, in the game of Operation Squad, each model should be on a different base, but I went ahead and based them on a single base, because this MG team actually fits better on one base than on 2 separate bases. And here's the team. The mortar in this game is a pretty evil thing, because if it hits, it really blows stuff apart, so that's a dangerous thing. That's why you need binoculars to your sergeant, so they can spot enemies. But usually the mortar is an expensive thing, and if you miss, you miss. So that's the mortar team. I haven't found any Afrika Korps medic models, so I took just one of those submachine gun guys and painted the cross on its helmet and on its shoulder, just so it would be a medic. The shorts are pretty funny on these guys. Yeah, medics are good because when you shoot someone you roll 3d6 and add any bonuses that you might get from your weapon. Each weapon has a rate of fire, so submachine guns usually have rate of fire 3, so these are evil, but they can't shoot that far as rifles, so that's my medic. So you roll those dice and opponents can roll a few d6s against your roll. They get 1d6 for cover, an extra 1d6 if the model that you target ran last turn, or the model's last activation. Oh, hello. Yes, someone called me. Anyways, so if your score is 16 or better, after subtracting the opponent's defense rolls, the target model is killed outright. If it's 14 or 15, the model is wounded and goes to ground. That's why you have medics, to heal them up. Each model has 2 wounds, so the second time they get wounded, they die. And if it's 11, 12 or 13, the model is pinned, and if it's 10 or less, your shot misses and nothing happens. Game goes in turns. Each turn both players roll 2d6 and decide and see who has the initiative that turn. If you happen to have initiative, get to give the first commands. So let's say you declare that one of your models will run across the street. The opponent can declare that a model somewhere shoots at your model once they cross the street, and so on. So up to 3 actions can be declared this way, because if you declare more, you will definitely forget them. My gaming experience has showed that even with both the players declaring 3 commands this way, usually some things you forget. We tend to keep it activation commands at 2 models maximum. This way it's easier to manage the squad. And the turn ends when each model has been activated and has had a command. The commands are pretty simple. You can give move carefully, run, hide, fire, assault, and spot. There's also sergeants can have wait actions. So instead of giving action to one of your models, you force your opponent to take 2 actions in a row, which allows you to keep your action. If it would be bigger than a squad-based game, then it would get pretty tough. But there are some missions you can play that have 2 or more squads per side. The game is pretty simple once you learn the rules. You can see that some of the models look pretty much alike, but that's because I got 2 packs of the same models. To avoid this, I exchanged some of the heads, so you actually can't tell that they're the same because their heads are totally different and posed differently, so they look pretty much different. So we have one of those guys. I really like the shorts. When painting these, I just googled some images of German Afrika Korps uniforms. This game is pretty fun. Here's a sneak peek. You will have to wait and see. Anyways, I just wanna again say thank you to Captain Napalm for being so helpful and sending all of those pictures that he can get from the Osprey. And I want to say thank you to Pete with his really cool dioramas and soundtracks behind it. They are really inspiring. Anyways, thank you for watching, keep it safe, and I'll talk to you next time.